welcome to another episode of Talk Talk Punch. Thank you so much for joining us to both our audio podcast and our YouTube viewers. I am Brody, joined by Tudong Dylan.
Hey!
And the Kyle Reese of this resistance, Charlie Hickman.
Kyle Reese.
All right.
I'll take it.
It's a good one, right? It's a good one.
It's
All
a
right.
great one. It's a great one.
As long as it's the
You know what
Michael
you call-
Keane.
You know what happens to Kyle Reese once the Terminator gets a hold of him? He turns him into Reese's Pieces. All right.
All right. Well, if you haven't already, and especially after that joke, we'd love if you subscribed so that way you can come back here every Wednesday
That
to
sound you
hang
hear,
out
Brody,
with
is
us.
everyone fiercely unsubscribing.
Yeah, please don't unsubscribe. The jokes get better. Now I've lost my part in the script. Come back here every Wednesday to hang out with us and see what we're talking about. Kind of like this week's topic. We are doing one of our Talk Punch patented movie drafts. We are putting together a movie. We're building it, but it has to be off of the draft options that Charlie has made for us.
Mhm.
This time we're doing action movies because we all love action movies.
Yes.
Right, Tudong?
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely.
All right. Charlie, can you tell us about this draft?
Well, Brody, I'm so glad you asked. Yes, we will be putting together a movie that will be an action film, as you may have heard from the intro, but there will be a few twists and turns along the way. Now, we will be starting out with a starter kit, and I will explain that as we start getting going, and then we will be kind of drafting with the starter kit in mind to create a franchise for a brand new kind of movie action franchise that we're launching. So why don't we start with the spinner, bro? Because we need to know who goes first before I explain too much more.
Oh, then let's go.
I wouldn't want it
straight
to
for
already
our-
spinning.
I wouldn't want it to influence the spinner, and by the spinner, I of course mean you, bro. No cheating.
Yeah. No cheating, bro.
All right. Here's the spin. Let's see. Who's it gonna be? It's gonna be. Oh, just barely me,
Ooh.
but I did it.
Wow. Too close to call. Okay, so bro,
No
you will be
shenanigans
going
here.
first. Yeah, none whatsoever. We'll have to go. I want a slow-mo replay of that. But so we have three options to start. So Brody, you will get to pick first. Dylan, you'll get to pick second, and I will get the leftovers. And you're picking a starter kit. Your starter kit is either the Arnold Schwarzenegger starter kit, it is the Sylvester Stallone starter kit, or it is the Bruce Willis starter kit. And this is inspired when I saw an interview of the three of them talking about Planet Hollywood in the 90s and their different styles of action films. Brody, can we get the picture
love
up for the
Planet
people at
Hollywood.
home who maybe don't know who these three action icons from the 80s
Yes,
and
sir.
90s are?
Let me.
So when I say a starter kit, what I mean here is that when you really think about these three iconic action heroes, they really had their own lanes. You had some, Sylvester Stallone playing these kind of like somehow underdog characters, in spite of the fact that he's like super ripped up and like buff. Like it was never easy for old Sylvester. He was going against whole armies, or he was boxing these greats. And so in spite of his impressive physique, he was always somehow a little bit of an underdog. And then you got Arnold Schwarzenegger, who is never an underdog. He's a killing machine. Even when he's like it's a running man, he's just like he's never really in danger.
No way.
Arnold was not the type of action hero to get like beat up so bad along the way that you're like, gosh, like how's he even standing anymore? Although to make the other people feel the pain. And then of course you got Bruce Willis, who's a little bit more of an everyman, and for some reason talks a little bit like this later. Come out to the coast, we'll have a few laughs, eh? So we got our three different lanes here. So when you draft your starter kit, that's the lane. You're inventing a character that's going to be a little bit more Arnoldy, like a little bit more of that invincible superhero kind of guy, a little bit more like Sly Stallone, physically impressive and imposing, but yet somehow a little bit of an underdog and takes a beating. Or you get the Bruce lane, where it's kind of more the everyman, kind of doing his thing, but happens to also be a little heroic, a little anti-hero. So Brody, you're up first. Which starter kit are you starting with?
Oh man, I have got to go with my favorite, my man, Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's my boy.
Do the voice.
I can't do the voice.
Yeah, get to the chopper. Yeah.
Get to the chopper.
That'll work.
Nice to see you. He
Oh,
loves
gosh.
his puns. He loves his puns.
He does love his puns.
He does love his puns.
All right, Dylan, who
All
you
right.
taking?
You know, probably usually would have gone my boy Bruce Willis, but I'm gonna go for a wild card and go Stallone.
All right.
I
Wow.
don't shop here.
Oh,
Go
I'm
ahead.
surprised by that.
I'm surprised
I'm a little
myself.
surprised by that too.
I was watching a lot like the Rockies, and you just it's just so good, and his performance in him is unbelievable. Yeah, no, I mean, 9 times out of 10, I would have picked Bruce Willis, but just feeling wild card going Sylvester Stallone.
Well, I'm happy.
Wow.
I would have been happy with any of them. Happy to get stuck with my boy
Yeah.
Bruce. As more of
Fine.
the everyman of the podcast, I think actually we kind of drafted our personalities. Brody, you got the Adonis. Dylan, you got the rough, tumbly guy who still gets beat up, and I'll take the everyman. Which leads us into the second category here, and this is going to be our Talk Talk Punch draft first. We are going to
Ooh,
play
okay.
Pick Your Nepo Baby. So we need an
Okay.
actor to play these iconic roles, and we will be going with Next Generation Hollywood only. I had a few rules. They had to be under 40, and they had to be Nepo babies. Their parents had to be someone famous. Now,
Oh,
normally,
okay.
the first pick here would go to Dylan, and then it would go to me, and then to Brody. We're going to do something a little different. We're going to have a little name your tune contest between Dylan and Brody. There are 8 Nepo babies on the slide that Brody will put up here. How many of those Nepo babies do you think you'll recognize and be able to name?
Am I putting it up now, Charlie?
Don't put it up yet, because if you can see it, then you're gonna know. That's like and name the tune. If they play the song, and then you're like, how many lyrics can it take you to name the song? You gotta guess.
Okay.
How many Nepo babies can you name? Dylan, you go first. How many Nepo babies can you think you'll recognize out of the 8 that I've selected?
6.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I was gonna say like 3.
All right. And then Brody, you say name those Nepo babies to Dylan.
Name those Nepo babies.
All right, Dylan. If you cannot name 6 or more, you pick last. If you name all 6, Brody picks last. Them's the breaks.
Okay. Well,
Brody,
geez,
put up the slide.
Now I don't know why I picked 6 at this point.
These are easy. These are all easy.
Oh, I could do those.
I'm going last. I may have recognized some, but
you know what? I will
just
give you,
gonna
if you can name the famous parent, I'll count.
Oh, I was just gonna say, can I name the parent?
Oh, how interesting.
If you're playing along at home, Dylan, if you want to admit failure, I will start getting hints.
Okay. So famous parents. We've got Ice Cube. We've got Kurt Russell. We've got Denzel Washington. Schwarzenegger. Is Schwarzenegger's kid up there? He's not.
Schwarzenegger's kid is on there.
How many did I get so far? 1, 2,
That's 4.
4.
One of these is
Come
real.
on, one of them's easy. You're missing an easy one, too.
Really?
You're gonna kick yourself.
I believe that. Oh. Wait, Tom Hanks?
Oh, no Colin Hanks. He was over 40, so he did not make the Nepo baby.
That's right.
He's a full-on Nepo man at this point.
He's probably got kids of his own.
Actually, probably a lot of these guys do as well. But so there's 4 that you're missing. So should we just call it? So for the sake of time.
Yeah, he failed the challenge.
All right, so starting from the top left, okay, and then working our way through, we have Kurt Russell's and Goldie Hawn's Wyatt Russell. We've got Patrick Schwarzenegger up there in that second slot. Second generation Schwarzenegger. O'Shea Jackson Jr., who you correctly identified as Ice Cube's son. He was great in Cocaine Bear, if you guys haven't seen that. Bill Skarsgård up in the top right there.
Skarsgård, man.
Now, I thought that was Bill Skarsgård, but I was like, wait, who's his dad? And I couldn't name his dad.
You couldn't name his dad.
And then Alexander Skarsgård, probably the more famous Skarsgård brother, he's over 40, so he didn't make the list. John David Washington, Denzel Washington's son, bottom left. We got Jack Quaid, Dennis Quaid, and Meg Ryan's son right next to him.
I never would have gotten that one.
Lewis Pullman. How'd you not get Bill Pullman's son? It looks just like Bill Pullman.
I thought
Little
that was
Billy
Tom
Bull.
Holland for a second.
So did I.
I was like,
Look at that
does
chin.
Tom
Look
Holland
at the
have famous
eyes. Bill
parents?
Pullman's- And then finally, Scott Eastwood, Clint Eastwood's son there on that one.
Oh, how did
Yeah.
I not
Yeah.
get that
Come
one?
on, Tudong.
All right, well,
Love
Brody,
Clint Eastwood.
you get to pick your Schwarzenegger. Who here is going to fill your Arnold?
Oh man. So
We're going
what
second gens?
what is this cast person? Is this like the sidekick or is this
No, this is whoever. Well, first of all, it's whoever you want him to be, but in this case, it's gonna look. It's the star of your action. I don't want to tell you how to run your movie, but you're not gonna cast an Arnold type in an Arnold Schwarzenegger action film and make him a side character. I mean, I guess you could. It's bad. It's bad branding.
oh man. Do I want I'm between Eastwood and Russell. Because I think they would both go well in an Arnold type of action movie. Let's go Russell. Let's go Wyatt Russell.
Oh wow, I'm shocked, bro. I'm shocked.
All right, I like it. All right, Dylan,
Dylan,
I'm
you need
sorry.
that
As your
back up?
punishment for overestimating your Nepo baby knowledge, you'll be going last. So I will be going second here, and I am going to
sorry.
take. I'm going to take. Everything is working out a little bit unexpected. I try not to overthink these as I'm putting them together, so I don't exactly know what I'm going to do when the time comes, which is probably a mistake. I should always probably be a little bit more prepped. But I think I'm actually going to lean in here to Jack Quaid here, and I think that
Okay.
maybe bulk a little bit. He's got some nice charisma. Sorry, he's from The Boys. Dylan, you obviously never seen The Boys if you didn't recognize him. He's got kind of like a nervousness about him and some
Oh,
charisma,
nice.
and he can deliver a line and he can do some action sequences. I feel like we could get to a place where he's doing like that sarcastic, charming, a little bit of a divorced dad vibe, maybe like kind of buy you a beer outside of a 7-Eleven, but somehow also not skeevy, looks okay in a wife beater, that kind of thing. I think that we can get him in that Bruce Lane and really die hard him up. So that's my pick.
Okay, all right. I'm really shocked, bro. You didn't get Eastwood there. I'm stunned.
I was thought about, but I really liked. I thought he would work well after seeing him in Falcon and Winter Soldier and him being U.S. agent, and I was like, oh, but he was pretty physical in that.
That's true.
True.
I'm gonna go O'Shea Jackson. I want to see him in a Stallone-esque movie. That's what I want to see.
That's a good pick.
He could bulk up.
I could see that.
Have you guys watched Cocaine Bear?
Yes, I did.
I haven't seen him. I liked him a lot in what do you call it? The Kenobi. I liked him in that.
Yeah,
I liked him in Kenobi.
Yeah, he's good.
He played his dad. He played his dad. Not easy.
Yeah. All right. So we got our Nepo baby actors. Let's go on to the next category.
All right.
This is a very informative category. Pick a number, any number, but be careful because this number will impact you in a way that you can't even begin to imagine. But you can pick any number, but just don't pick the wrong ones.
Oh my god! Like, we don't even have a range that we're picking from.
No range, any number.
Oh my god!
What? Do we just shout out the number?
Who's going
Dylan,
first?
go first. Dylan, you
2.
go first. All right, 2. Okay. Brody.
56.
Okay. I need you guys to pick a number for me because I know what the numbers mean, so I can't pick.
Should he be 51, Tudong?
Oh, that's good, bro. Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
That was
Okay,
Charlie's pager code back in the day.
All right, congratulations. You guys have now selected 2, 56, and for me, 51. This is the body count of our films.
Whoa, yeah. Dylan is like, he's got a Rambo 1 over there.
Not a
He's
lot
like,
of
not
people
killing
died in the Rocky
anybody.
films. It could be that's a. So let the. So you have your actor. You know how many people are gonna die. which will
We gotta make them count. Apparently, we're gonna have to
gotta
make
make
them
them
count.
count. But this will help. So who are you fighting? So let's get this next category up here. So I got some classic action movie
Yes.
villains here that you can battle against.
Yes.
So you can pick your aliens, a large criminal organization. You can battle against a corrupt government, police force, etc. A small crime group. The distinction here, a small crime group, like if you picture Die Hard, I didn't really know what to call them. They're just like a group of
Sure.
criminals, but not like a syndicate or something. And then you got like one evil person.
Does
So,
this
like,
mean I get to go first?
Dylan, you know what? I feel so bad that you only get to kill 2 people. I will let you pick villain first.
He got to go first last time.
He just picked numbers. He hasn't had a first. He hasn't had a first yet.
All right.
That's true.
All right.
Since I have very low numbers, I'm gonna go one evil person.
He's not that bad though. He's evil, but he doesn't kill that many guys.
Right. Who's the other person that you kill then?
Well, obviously my character isn't going to be able to mow down a bunch of aliens because that's death. And a large criminal organization can't kill everybody. But he, you know what? It's okay. We're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work. And
We're gonna
obviously
make
that
it
other
work.
death.
We're gonna make it work.
maybe he doesn't always kill people, but the one person he finally does kill finally pushes him over the edge.
But you're killing. You got one evil person, but you got 2 body count.
Yeah, I realize that.
The
Obviously, the evil person gets killed in the end.
Well,
That's what happens in Stallone movies. You don't sit there with Stallone movies and get like a part 2 on it. You kill him in the end. That's what you do. Haven't you ever seen Cobra? Come on,
Yes,
bro.
yes.
You're diseased and I'm the cure.
I think you're missing my question. That's okay.
All right,
Two people. The bad guy dies, and then he's going to kill somebody else. I haven't seen the rest of my movie yet.
Oh, okay.
You'll get there. You'll get there. All right. So for me,
Okay.
I got a lot of people to kill. I got to kill 51 people in a Bruce Willis movie. That's intense. All right. So
that's really intense.
Old Brucey's gonna be killing a lot of folk.
There's gonna be like explosions.
Sci-fi Bruce. Bruce.
I wish I would have gone
great
higher.
sci-fi work.
Ooh, Fifth Element, Bruce.
Large criminal organization might be kind of fun. Bruce is always. It was amazing going through their IMDb's how many different police officer roles Bruce Willis has played in his lifetime. I think he gets like an honorary badge. I can't go. I want to go small crime group, but I don't think I can do that because the body count. Unless I guess they could blow up one building in the beginning. I'm gonna go with.
You're just building Die Hard as well.
I'm gonna go small crime group. I'm gonna go small crime group.
Okay.
And I've got a plan.
Nice.
Okay.
Bro, are you going sci-fi? Come on, bro.
I thought about it, and I love Predator.
Oh, bro.
With Arnold going against the alien.
There were so many deaths in Predator. So many people died.
But there's the large crime organization that I was kind of leaning towards, sort of like a, commando type thing.
That was a large crime. He killed so many people in that movie.
He killed so many people in that
movie. He just mowed them down.
Yeah, I think I want to go large crime org. Let's just have a whole bunch of nobodies that Arnold can just make his way through.
I like it. All right. Now, when your guy is doing all this, he's gonna need a job. Now, for the Arnold path, I picked jobs for each of our little starter kits that are is a little mini game at home. See if you can think of what movie these careers that were played by these actors was. So Arnold is either going to be a soldier. I guess we haven't been reading these out. I'm sorry. He's going to be a soldier, a reality TV star, a teacher, spy, or a scientist.
Was he a reality TV star?
Think about it.
Running Man.
Oh. Okay. Yep.
Yeah, to split.
Him in puns.
So am I like making a sequel to one of these then? Because Soldier would be Predator, reality TV star, Running Man, teachers, kindergarten cop, spy would
True
probably
Lies.
be True
True
Lies.
Lies.
Scientist.
You're not in it. Oh, Mr.
Not in it,
Freeze.
what? I was gonna say
Mr. Freeze,
Freeze.
but you're not
Or
in the.
Junior.
You're not. No, you're not making these. I'm not going to surprise you guys that you're making already a pre-made movie. So these are just jobs. You're not. If you pick the job you want, you got to have. Don't worry about the movie that the jobs are from. They're just inspired by Arnold movies. That they won't lock you into any.
Okay.
Other than a job.
I think let's go spy. I think I like the idea of an Arnold spy movie. I love True Lies. I think I was thinking reality TV, but that almost would lean into the comedy. Same thing with Teacher and maybe even Scientist. So then I was kind of between Spy and Soldier. So let's go with Spy.
What was the
Spy's a
movie
good
where
choice.
he got himself pregnant?
Junior.
That he was a scientist in that.
I said
there
that.
you go.
You did not. You said Mr. Freeze.
I said
And then
Mr.
I said
Freeze,
and
that's it.
Junior.
All right, and Junior.
You're
All
very
right. So
quiet.
who's up next? Oh, me. Okay. So Bruce Willis jobs. We've got cop, an art thief,
Yeah.
a therapist, a private detective, and a cab driver.
Oh, I know which one I
Small
want you to
cast.
pick, Charlie.
All right. I'm finding a small crime organization. I know that there's one on this list that makes the most sense to do that, but I'm not taking that choice. No, sir. I'm going a private dick.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes, that's what
That's
I
what
wanted you to pick.
I wanted it to. That is fantastic. Maddie. That's great.
Not in
I mean, an
moonlighting
art
and Last
an art
Action
thief.
Hero.
An art thief would have been
yeah.
It would have been cool. I do love some Hudson Hawk, but
Yeah.
all right, Dill, your job choices for your Sly film. We got boxer, a soldier for hire, ex-cop because he was too rough for the force,
cool. Yeah.
a climbing instructor, or a trucker.
Climbing instructor. A climbing instructor. That's me. He's an ex-cop. I like ex-cop. He's brought back into the fray.
All right, I like it.
This guy's bad.
Demolition
news.
Man.
Yeah.
Right
Oh,
now,
that
just
was great.
to plant the seed in the back of your head, Dylan, you're gonna have to explain why a young man of O'Shea Jackson's age is retired from the force.
You didn't say retired. You said ex-cop.
All right, he's no longer a cop. All right,
Not retired
said,
cop.
You said he was too rough for the force. That's what it was. That's why they have to bring him back because they need somebody as rough as this.
He's
Not
a little
exactly
too rough
killer.
and tumble.
He's too rough.
Wait a second. So, have I been going about this wrong? Is Arnold not my main star?
No, he's not.
Wyatt Russell is your main star. You got the Arnold Schwarzenegger action kit. And filling the role of your Arnold Schwarzenegger prototype
is
is
Wyatt Russell. Oh, I thought that I had Arnold and Wyatt Russell was my sidekick or something.
He was clear that
would
that
you
was
like
not what it
to
was.
change Wyatt Russell for someone else on that list to be your Arnold? Obviously not Jack Quaid or O'Shea Jackson, but they're not necessarily Arnold types.
If I gotta do that, then maybe I should have taken
Eastwood.
Yeah.
You want Scott Eastwood? Hey, we can make the switch.
Or maybe let's just stick with. I'll make it work.
You make it work? Okay.
Make it work.
Sorry if I didn't explain that clear. I was just trying to
No,
get you guys
I
to
think
think
I just.
of like the archetype.
Bro.
No, that's fine.
All right.
Oh,
So
I'm
up
like,
next,
I gotta rethink my whole thing now. I thought I had Arnold as my main star.
Why?
you can have Arnold as part of your movie. It's your movie. I'm only giving you one actor to cast, so you can make your call. But all will be revealed in time.
He just can't have the actual Arnold role.
Now, your actor here, your Wyatt Russell, your Jack Quaid, your O'Shea Jackson types, they're gonna need a weapon of choice when they're out there doing their battle, and so they're picking their guns, a bow and arrow, some sci-fi tech, blades, or their fists.
Who's going first? Do I go first?
Let's see. I have not gone first yet, but
You should go
okay.
first.
Oh,
You should go first.
I think I picked Spy, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Charlie.
The job was unique to each of us, so there was no.
That's right. No, Charlie, you go first. That's right.
All right.
Because
So
Dylan
first
picks
here,
the evil person.
he's. I want to go
sense.
fists, but I can't imagine Jack Quaid killing 51 people with his bare hands. But maybe all 51 people die in some other way. I gotta go guns. Like, I got nothing else.
Oh, what the heck am I gonna pick? I'm doing
What
an
are you talking
Arnold
about?
movie.
Yeah, but you're doing an Arnold movie, and he's like what is he, a spy? He has sci-fi stuff like James Bond, which is why I am gonna go with Blades, which would have been my choice anyways.
Well, Brody gets to go second, but that's okay.
Oh,
Brody,
I get
if
to
you
go
want to,
second?
yeah, you
Oh,
can
well
make
then you
sci-fi
can
tech
take
anything
Blades.
you want it to be,
He's not
even
taking
guns.
Blades.
I am a spy, so
he's a spy.
sci-fi tech does
Sci-fi tech, it still could be guns. That's even cooler. Like you could have a lightsaber in there.
But
Like-
it's an
like-
Arnold movie. But it's an Arnold movie.
But it's like Total Recall.
Did you see Eraser? That was an Arnold movie. Did you see that gun that he used? That was some sci-fi tech.
Yeah.
They're like shooting through houses and like dissolving people behind doors.
Sitting there
Brody's
taking
whole
tracers
world
out of
has
his
been
skull.
shattered. We're gonna need to redo this whole episode.
Yeah, we got to start all over because I have no idea what movie I'm building now. Okay, and Dylan is choosing fists or blades.
No, Blades.
Blades.
I
thought for sure someone would pick fists.
You know what? I'm gonna pick fists.
You're going fists?
No, I'm going
Now-
fists.
You have
No, I
I
do want to state for the record, this is the weapon of choice. It does not mean that you can't shoot. Like, was it the rundown where The Rock doesn't use guns, and at the end he's like, "I said I don't like using guns." I didn't say I couldn't use guns when he's like shooting everybody, and he's like got like perfect precision shooting. So I mean, just because it's not your weapon of choice doesn't mean that you can't use them.
All right, fine. I'll do sci-fi tech.
Okay. All right, back to the sci-fi tech. All right, Brody, you can go first in this next one.
Oh my goodness, I'm so flustered right now.
Unbelievable.
Okay.
Partner. So everybody needs a partner, and so your partner can be an animal, a lovable, any animal, your choice. Someone who is close to retirement, and I'd like to take this time to point out that Danny Glover was like in his early 40s when he was contemplating retirement in Lethal Weapon, just to make us all feel real old.
Oh gosh.
The ever popular, my wife and I just had a baby. The loose cannon, and then of course everyone's favorite rules stickler tickler. Section 43B says we can't drive this fast, Mr. Schwarzenegger.
Why is there not the tech guy, Charlie?
Partner, you never have a tech guy as a partner.
Yeah, he's never a partner, bro.
What are you talking about?
Tech guy is the guy on the phone. He's the guy in
Never
the chair.
seen a Mission Impossible movie. Benji's a partner. Benji's a partner.
He's not a tech guy when he's on the field.
Oh, yes, he is.
He's not a tech guy on the field. On the field, he's a field agent, not a
and he's a little bit of a rules stickler. He does not like lying for Ethan Hunt out there. Just because just because someone had a baby recently doesn't mean they can't be a techie, right? Like, I'm not going to write your whole movie for you. I'm just giving you an archetype. You do what you want.
Yeah, but sorry, I don't know what I'm doing now. I have no idea what I'm doing now. I don't have Arnold in my movie. I don't know. The partner.
You can do it, bro.
The partner is going to be it's a spy movie, so it would have to be. I don't want it to be funny though. I feel like all of these are like funny things. Fine, a rules stickler.
Okay. And that could be a techie. It could be anything you want. You make him or her any job. You can fill in. They just like to follow the rules. That's it. Just another character in the movie. Dylan.
I think we may have found the other kill, and that's going to have to be close to retirement. They're close to retirement, so they can get killed. Even if he doesn't get killed, and these are people who are killed, that doesn't mean, like, can a person die of natural causes? Because he'll have a heart attack and die, because he's close to retirement. That's what happens. That's the archetype. But, hey, you know what? If it has to be that he is the motivating factor, so that he goes after the bad guy and kills him, maybe he has holding people at ransom, maybe he's kidnapped them, and he's not going to let them know where the person is. We can make it a smaller, thing along those lines. But yeah, close to retirement.
All right, I'm a little torn here. I'm picturing a private detective agency. I'm picturing definitely not just had a baby. That's someone too young. A pet dog, like a really great dog. I think that could work out really well. Jack Quaid and a nice dog. Maybe,
Just
but
don't
maybe
let.
also like a an assistant who's like a loose cannon, like a Judy Greer's character in Archer, a little
Judy Greer.
a little
Gotta
Judy
cast
Greer
her.
type. That could also be fun,
I'd
and maybe
love to
she
see
kills
that.
all 51 people. That could also be entertaining. So, but
Judy Greer as a loose cannon would be fantastic.
do I want a loose cannon, or do I want Jack Quaid to be the loose cannon?
He's not a loose cannon. He's the opposite of a loose cannon. That's why. Yeah, that's why he is who he is.
You know what? I'm gonna put a loose cannon here because you know what?
Yeah.
You know what else can be a loose cannon? A dog. So if I change my mind, I can have a dog be the loose cannon.
Not Judy Greer.
Sorry.
I
Is
can
she
have
the
anybody
voice?
be. My point
Is she
is,
the voice of the dog?
anybody can be a loose
Oh,
cannon.
no.
Not everybody can be an animal.
That's true. So you're
Cannon.
choosing loose cannon.
I'm choosing loose cannon.
Loose cannon. All right.
I keep my cannons loose.
All right.
Judy Greer
All right,
is a loose
Dylan, you
cannon.
get to go
I go
first here.
last on this one. Pressure's
Yeah,
on.
we're gonna pick some action sequences. How does your movie start? We starting with a big car chase? We starting with a big parkour foot chase? Are we starting with a I couldn't save them? We're starting with the introduction of your villain, like some kind of villainous introduction scene, or we start with like a brawl, like a roadhouse barroom brawl. Fill in your location. What kind of
I
action
could have
sequence
gone
we starting
first
with
on
your
this
movie?
one.
Or Brody.
Jeez.
We can start over, bro. Anytime you want, you just pull the plug. We'll start over.
No. It's too late. I gotta sleep at some point.
Yeah, I do not share Charlie's opinion on this. No, we can stop if you want, but yeah. So, I'm gonna go with villain introduction. I gotta build him up
One
to be
villain.
a bad guy, but he can't like kill anybody. So it couldn't save him.
He can't kill anybody.
He can't kill anybody yet. It's really
Alright.
gonna have to mean something.
All right, I'm gonna start with a. Oh gosh, so Jack Quaid is at a bar with his loose cannon assistant, and they're gonna get in a brawl right off the
That's
bat.
cool.
We're gonna
Yeah,
find out.
nice.
We're gonna find out a little bit more about our detective.
What? Broad?
I was gonna choose Brawl.
On.
I'm sorry,
Shut up.
Frodo.
All right, then
My
it's
movie.
gotta be couldn't save them. Couldn't save
You
them.
gotta get those deaths in there, bro. Your body counts
There's-
the highest.
I know. I got the
gotta
deaths. I've
kill
got this
everyone.
large crime organization. The crime organization is off killing people, and
Killing people left
Wyatt
and right.
Russell couldn't save them.
He's got the worst seat in the house.
All right, wait, you can get some revenge on Dylan in this next category.
Okay.
Middle action sequence here. We got our bad guy just gets away, curses. A sad death of a meaningful person. We have what a twist, where everything changes. Everything we thought we knew is not what we knew. So many explosions. We got big budget action sequence right smack dab in the middle of our movie. Or we just have the ever popular Die Hard, where we're just killing lots of bad guys. Just as the movie rolls along, there's just more dead bad guys. And Brody, you get to go second. So I was gonna say you get to go first, but I guess this is my turn. I will go.
Yeah, you go first.
I'm gonna go with a twist.
Oh, what a twist!
I'm gonna do a little noir kind of private detective thing. I think.
Nice.
All right. I think Dylan wants the sad death, but I don't think I want the sad death. So I could take the sad death just to mess with Dylan.
Your movie starts with a sad death. In the middle, we get a sad death.
I'll be honest.
I'll
be honest. I actually do not want a sad death. I'm doing my best to steer clear of death, bro. I get 2 in this whole movie. Steering clear of death.
All right. No, this is a large spy thing. I need so many explosions. So many.
Nice.
Too many. Not too many. Not enough, but a lot.
Nice. Then I'm going bad guy just gets away.
Ooh.
Nice.
The one bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
He can't
He
get
got
caught
away.
in the middle.
He can't. Well, he can, but he gets away.
Well, yeah.
All
Right.
Save those deaths.
Brody, you're up first in this last one. You get to pick the
Oh, thank
end of your
goodness.
movie. A 1v1 slobber knocker. An epic battle sequence playing out over a large scale. A clever plan pays off. Perhaps the hero sacrifices himself to save the world. And then we have our, is it really a win? Like at what cost? At what cost, Brody?
Oh. See, I'm thinking like the 1v1 slobber knocker, but I've still got Arnold Schwarzenegger in my head.
And you have all these people to kill. This is your big ending where you kill everybody.
And
you
it's a
wanna
spy movie. I feel like I have a much different movie than I set out to make. So let's go ahead. Let's do the epic battle sequence.
All right.
1v1 slobber knocker. Unbelievable. With all these people to kill. Yeah, mine
Oh,
is
people are
definitely
dying through the whole thing, though.
Yeah,
There's so
but
many
that's-
deaths.
I'm 1v1
killing
slobber
people.
knocker. We built it up so that that O'Shea's character, his Cobretti-esque character, faces the bad guy finally once and for all. You're diseased, and I'm the cure.
I'm going to go with a clever plan.
Nice. That's cool.
Now, this is, like in the I'm picturing John McClane at the end of Die Hard. He's got the man who's beaten, but he's a man with a plan. He's got some tape and a dream, a gun to his back, and he's got a good joke to make them laugh. He always got a good joke, whether it's The Last Boy Scout or Die Hard. He's got a joke just to make them laugh enough,
Yeah.
where he can throw the exploding bullets, the kind that blow up in the fireplace, or he can pull the tape
Yeah.
gun from behind him. He's a man with a plan,
Kind of
and so is Jack
shred.
Quaid and his loose cannon dog.
Voiced by Judy Greer.
Voiced by Judy.
Voiced by Judy Greer.
It's a talking dog. It's an animated film. All right, gentlemen, we have built our action
Oh
movies.
my
Now it is time to
goodness.
fill in the flesh and the blood.
Oh no. I have no idea. I don't want to go first. Dylan goes first.
So, I don't know. I still don't know. I guess, yeah. All right. So basically, there is a kidnapper who is on the loose. He is notorious for, yeah, kidnapping. And so, because he can't exactly kill them, so he always gets what he wants. He's never had a fail quite yet. And if it happens, the city would be in a panic. So he was just too rough and tumble for the force. So I'm going to call him temporarily Cobra because that's the kind of character he is. So Cobra, he comes out of semi-retirement. He was just too rough and tumble. He was on the zombie squad. Yeah. Oh, this can't be a Cobra remake, but oh, it'd be so cool with O'Shea Jackson. Cobra remake. Yes. But it's something similar where so he has to come because Cobra was a cop, an active cop. So he's coming back to the force at least as a private consultant. They don't want him to actually be there because once again he's way too rough and tumble. And they catch the guy finally. And he gets away. I don't know how they catch him and how he gets away. But they finally when he finally agrees to help, he I don't know has a lead somehow, or he figures out exactly how he gets him. He finds him and somehow the guy's got a plan to escape. And next thing you know, see, this thing should be more developed. But either way, it's all right. It's okay. But yeah, at the very end, they finally catch him, and it's a one-on-one fight. And the guy, Cobra is known for his blades. He always has been. I was almost going to say tusks, his fangs. That's what I have so far.
I like it. All right, I want to make this a little noir detective-y action film, but not. I don't want to lean too heavily into the noir because I don't want it to be too moody because I don't feel like that takes away from the spirit of like a true Bruce Willis movie. It's got to be. There's gonna be some, a lot of quips. Some. I'm Shane Black is writing this for me. It's gonna be like
Nice.
just that kind of like kiss kiss bang bang kind of snappy dialogue we get. But with
Nice.
like that kind of like that's the tone that I'm picking. So our movie opens in a nice barroom setting. We get to know our characters here a little bit. We got Jack Quaid playing we're gonna call him I don't know, Bruce McLean, and he's sitting there and he's drinking some whiskey as he's often known to do. And he's chatting with Judy Greer. Judy Greer type. Can we capture Judy Greer type? Maybe Judy Greer is available. I don't know. We're gonna get a Judy Greer type in there, and there's some chemistry. Let's just get this out of the way. Is it romantic chemistry? Is it platonic chemistry? I don't know, but there's something there. There is a spark, and you as an audience member, you're like, I like these two people. They're likable. And they do that thing in the beginning of a movie where they say a line that lets you know that they're funny, but also that they mean business. But also then somebody else there is like a bad person, and they're like, no, we don't tolerate this kind of bad behavior, sir. And they Swayze him. Now, when I say Swayze him, I don't mean they rip out his throat. Listen, we're not going full MacGruber or Roadhouse throat rip in the beginning yet. But there's going to be a brawl, and it's mostly started because old Bruce McLean, played by Jack Quaid, he's a little bit of a smartass, and so his mouth is running, and he's writing checks that he's not ready to cash yet. Bottles are being broken over the head. This is a full Sonic the Hedgehog situation. Everything slows down, except there's no blue hedgehog running around and starting the ball. So once things cool down, he's back at his detective agency place, and that's when a dame walks in. Because there's always a dame in a noirish film. The dame comes in, and she's got a problem. See, because the police won't help her. See, because her friend was strangled from behind, but they think it was suicide.
Maybe she used her feet.
So that may be a little too inside of a joke. But there's been a series of crimes and killings around, and this particular person that's walked into Jack Quaid's office is in need of help of someone who actually cares, because right now nobody is helping her, and she knows that he has a reputation for helping people because he used to help people back in his more helpful days before the booze and the sauce. We'll find out why he's on the sauce later, but that's not really important right now. So he says, "All right, you know what? For you, I'm gonna help you because I got this crazy loose cannon person out here yelling that I gotta be a hero." So he goes off and he starts investigating, but that's where the twist comes in, you see, because it's bigger than all that. Now, it's not a big conspiracy like it's like a whole government involved, but it goes all the way to the top of a small criminal organization. That's
The
right.
top of the criminal organization.
Top
That's
of the
all the way to
criminal
the top.
organization. And there's a guy, and he's really German, but he's speaking in an English accent. We don't know why. He's like, I'm not Hans Gruber. I'm this guy from Texas. So there's a big twist, and the twist comes
with an English accent from Texas.
with an English accent. And
Texas,
he
but I'm
thinks
German.
but see, Jack thinks it's all like no big deal. But what he doesn't realize is, because he's not taking this as seriously, is that a bomb is about to go off and kill exactly 47 people.
Wow, this guy.
Now, coincidentally enough, there's 5 people in this small criminal organization. I'm just saying, there's 47 dead people in a bomb, 5 people in this criminal organization. I'm not a math guy, but that means that there's one person's getting away. That's okay.
Those are horrible odds.
And then there's a big a clever plan that he plays off. So now it turns out that the twist is that the assistant doesn't die, because everybody thought she was going to die, but she doesn't die because she was close to retirement and had just had a baby, and she was a loose cannon, and she was a talking dog. So everybody thought there's no way she makes it to the end of the movie. That's a twist. And then also the dame that came into the office was not bad. You thought she was going to end up being evil because it would have made the story make sense, but no. The story doesn't make sense. She was sincere. She had no idea, and that's the twist. That everything was as it was presented, in spite of the M. Night Shyamalan's directing, by the way. So there you go.
Wow. You can take that
Oh,
last
man.
part back. Take it back. Take the last part back. You don't want that. Nobody wants that.
Edgar Wright is my director.
There it is. There we
Or
go.
I'll let Shane. You know what? Shane Black's writing it. He can direct it. That's fine. Bro, did I stall long enough? You got a movie there yet?
I was so entertained by yours, I wasn't thinking about it, so I just have to wing it. Oh golly. Okay, so we've got the newest spy movie, but this is not Mission Impossible. This is more True Lies. We are going heavy action here, folks. We are going explosions. That means in the start, there's people. They die in an explosion. There's probably a lot of them. Maybe it was like a street full, or like a small street full, because I'd still need a lot of people to die throughout the movie. So they die. And Wyatt Russell, who is my main character, not Arnold Schwarzenegger, was supposed to be protecting them because he was from the spy organization and he was spying on the bad guys. And so he should have protected those people, but he didn't. And so he couldn't save them. He couldn't save them. So now he's on a mission. He's got a vendetta. He needs to fix this. But the psychologist inside the spy organization says, no way, you can't do this because you are now focused on vengeance. We're going to set you up with a sidekick who is a strict rule stickler. Do you know who this sidekick is? It's Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Boom.
He's a stickler.
I got him in somehow. He is the rules stickler. He's going to make sure that Wyatt Russell sticks to the rules. And so they load him up with a whole bunch of sci-fi tech. They got to go against this large crime organization. They're hunting them down. They are tracking them down. They are taking people out whenever they can. Mid-movie, there's a big battle. And then there's a huge explosion that was caused by the large crime organization. A lot more people died. Tons of people died. There's only 56. I wish I would have called for a bigger number because I feel like I have all these explosions and there should be a lot more deaths. But I only have 56.
All right, I got you, bro. Here, no problem.
516. There you go.
Wow.
So now, mid movie, right? Both Wyatt Russell and Arnold Schwarzenegger are closing in on this crime organization. Crime organization sets off another big explosion. Maybe it's a big building this time. Hundreds of people die. Hundreds. And then, what am I missing? Am I missing something?
They just
more explosions. Couldn't save Rule Stickler. Sci-fi tech. So they got to get more sci-fi tech. They have to track these folks down. They probably go to another country because bad guys always run away to the other countries, right? They're probably in it's a large crime organization. So they probably got to hide out up in the mountains, right? Snowy mountains, secluded, no one else is around. So they have to use their spy equipment to sneak up. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Wyatt Russell, sneak up to this hideout. Right? They start taking people out with the spy gadgets. They might trip people with
that's very kind
the
of
wires.
Trip
them.
wires.
And then, they trip them and then they fall off and they fall down the cliff. And we get a Wilhelm scream, right?
Yep,
as he falls down the cliff. Arnold Schwarzenegger making sure that Wyatt Russell sticks to the rules, though.
Of course.
And then they finally get in. There's an epic battle because now Wyatt Russell and Arnold Schwarzenegger have infiltrated. So now they have all this proof. They call in the rest of the spy organization. They come too. Epic battle. You've got helicopters versus helicopters and tanks versus motorcycles, and they're all battling each other on the cliffs of this snowy mountain in another country. And then this is the thing, right? So we get to the leader of the crime organization.
Yeah.
And it's Wyatt Russell and Arnold Schwarzenegger. And you know what Arnold Schwarzenegger does? He turns his back. So that Wyatt Russell can break the rules and kill the main guy.
Oh,
Nice.
all
So
these other
he
deaths.
lets him
he's
break a
been-
rule. He lets him break a rule.
All these other people he's killed, he's had no problem with, but this time he's like, I'm gonna let it slide.
And he says,
Yeah,
The
there's
last-
rules. There's rules. So,
The
Do it
last rule
right
I
right
want
this
to teach
time.
you.
Yeah.
and
The
then
last
that's the
rule
end
is
of
you
the
have to
movie.
know when to break the rules.
That's the end of the movie. That was tough. That was probably
Nice.
the hardest draft I have done so far.
All right, bro.
That's good, bro.
No,
That's
no,
really
no.
good.
It's good. It's good. It's good.
You pulled it off.
Oh,
right, gentlemen.
thank you.
Well, those are some interesting movies. Hopefully, the legacies of Sylvester Stallone, Bruce Willis, and Arnold Schwarzenegger didn't take too much of a hit tonight. We do appreciate their
No.
influence on the next generation of nepo baby action stars. And if you enjoyed this content at all, make sure you click some of our other draft videos and some of the other wacky things that we do here, or some of the other more normal things we do, and that's fine too.
We do
And
those
hit that like and subscribe below that gorgeous beard there, because Brody worked really hard to not quit when he found out he didn't actually get Arnold Schwarzenegger to be the star of his movie, and he didn't quit. And the moral of the story is he still put Arnold Schwarzenegger in the movie at all, so he didn't learn any lessons, and neither should you. Come back next time, and we'll see you. We'll see you again.
Bye.